Today, we're hitting the fastest way to level to 50 in Lost Ark so you don't get left behind. But it looks like we're getting some free boosts on launch, so that's going to be hyped too. The whole goal is to level to 50 so that we can get an extra set of dailies in on the first day because they're super important. They're going to be called Epona or Una or Luna or Buna. I don't know. It doesn't matter. They're green. Do the green ones. They're super important. You never want to miss a set of Epona dailies because it's actually one of the only things you should never skip in the entire game. But if we hit a good timing, we'll get there right before reset. We'll be able to get them done with our chaos dungeons and maybe the raids for the first day. But we're going to have to continue questing our lives away after that. So this is a text log for the video to help guide you through it and give you some direction so you don't have to keep clicking through the video. I know it's better for retention or whatever, but I just prefer you guys enjoyed the video and got to play the game and have fun. That's what it's all about. So if it does help you out, make sure you sub to help me out. My name's Claysthetics, and we're running right into it. And lighting this off, we're going with quest priority: orange, blue, purple, chain, pink, yellow. Pink and red quests should be skipped altogether until late game or our second playthrough for completion. Pink quests are basically just amity based to make NPCs like you more. That's something I need from you. But this is not a traditional MMO where normal quests are the meta. This is Lost Ark. And honestly, you're going to get lost doing all the yellow quests, so make sure you stick to doing the orange quests first because they're going to be the main progression of your main story quest. Blue quests are offshoot of the MSQ and you're going to be forced to do all of these to progress, and they also give the most EXP. This is going to be the main way to level in the game and is your focus. Purple quests are usually monetary gain, one-time objective, or like some kind of side story character progression. And you should do these whenever you see them. Try and pick them all up. They're worth doing, and you're going to have to do them eventually anyways. Make sure you don't sleep on them. But as for the chain quests, you're also going to do them because they're one-time objectives. So every time you see them, pick them up. They progress directly with your main story and are almost in the same locations that it takes you. Basically, even on top of the objectives sometimes. So you won't be wasting any time that you pick any of these up. But the only one worth skipping, and it's pretty early in the game, it has a clown objective. Just pass it. You'll know. Main story quest goes right, that goes left. You go with the story. But now to talk about the yellow quests, because they're mainly used for completion of your like adventure log. And all the way up until Anik/China, you're going to be able to level your adventurers books like this to get things like skill points, but they're absolutely not worth doing on the first day if you're looking to push to clear dailies. But the SP pots are mandatory for anything PvE related, so you will be forced to go back to these zones and make sure that you get them eventually. But that's just a breakdown of how the quests work. And now we're going to talk about how we're hard burning to 50. MSQ is our main focus, and off of that, we're only going to be doing the normal mode of the dungeons solo, because it is absolutely a waste of time to do them in a group, and you can speed run it solo. Hard mode is a complete waste of time. Do not do it in hard mode at all. The only time hard mode is relevant is when you're trying to completion finish a zone. You replace the gear almost instantly in the zones that follow a dungeon. So if you're going to use gear as an argument to do the hard mode on your leveling journey, or you just want to be a tryhard, being a true tryhard is doing the normal dungeon on solo. That'll be the blue version. But now for the actual route to get to 50 in 10 hours. You're going to follow the priority order, skipping all yellow and pink and red quests all the way to Tortoik. You're going to need roughly 100k EXP after you quest into Tortoik. That's this island in the middle of the ocean with the fairy people. This is literally the exact quest that you need to get to. I just did this on my Sorkin RU. Then you leave and go to China, Anik, whatever you want to call it. You keep blasting the MSQ, but before you leave, make sure you grab your dragon costume. It's a fun little event quest and is actually one of the funnier outfits in the game. Don't skip it. It's fun and it gives good EXP. But then you push into Ardentine, which is like the sand zone. It's going to be north of Anik. And here you're going to do all the quests. This is the only time you actually start doing the yellow quests to actually level your character. And you're going to have to do all the ones in Ardentine to actually get to level 50. And the reason that we do skip the earlier yellow quests is because they give bad EXP. These all give really good EXP. But after you blast through Ardentine, make sure you grab any purple quests in the main town. Maybe get some amity with these two because they're both cuties. And then you sail over to Burn. And then by the time you get to the guy that says you need to be 50 to continue your story, you should be 50. And then GG, you made it. You're done. Kind of. But now you have to do your first 3 opponent dailies. The whole point of this, so that way you stay on curve. And now I know staying on curve, 1 day of dailies, what's the big deal? It's really not the biggest deal, but if you're a sweaty, this is kind of the reason that you'd be watching this, or if you just wanted help staying ahead. You're just going to want to focus any of the ones that give you enhancing materials, or you can go to Panda Island and get the costume, because why not? If you want to be a panda, just RP as a panda. It doesn't matter. Anything works as long as you just get 3 done, so that way you can keep repeating them. Again, I said it earlier, but like the big things you're going to have to focus on enhancing materials. But if you watch it this far in the video, the bonus tip is you're going to want to go for shilling too, because you're going to be dumping a ton of shilling. That's your silver looking currency. You're going to burn through all of it. You're not going to have a lot of it, and you are going to be down bad. Make sure you're picking up some of these, especially on your alts. There's an island called Lopang. I don't know if that's what's going to be called on NA launch, but it's a package island, and it takes like legitimately a couple seconds to complete with the Beatrice blessing. You go to the island, you pick your 3 quests up, you port 3 places, turn the things in, boom, get your silver, call it a day. But after that, you're pretty much set in your questing adventure journey is over, and now you just have to start your daily grind burn, keeping your character up and making sure you hit all the events. Coming out tomorrow, we have the fastest tier 1 progression guide that you could possibly want. So make sure you check that out too. This was just basically the introduction to that. And I don't like making my videos too long. I like keeping them fast and to the point. That way you can get in and out of here and get back into the game because I want a game too. I don't want to spend 40 minutes recording a video. That's ridiculous. And someone did bring it up on Discord that they would like all the skill builds labeled with numbers in that order. I have one for Berserker, so this is the Berserker one, but essentially all the classes have really big skills that you can get like fairly early, and they're all really valuable, and maxing out one skill that just has a big AoE for the most part is enough to actually get you through the game. So pick something with a big AoE, max it out. It should be between 16 and 18, maybe 19, whatever, that you get your first skill maxed out. Hit that, you're going to be on the moon. You're going to be doing tons of extra damage, and you just want maxed out skills to be doing the most, and they actually end up looking the best too. So really, if you're looking good, you're feeling good, and that's all that matters. But now for all my real motherfuckers that always stay until the end of the video, you know I love you the most. And this is just a quick burn to make sure that all my subscribers are just ahead of the curve. They know what they're doing when they're leveling. Nobody's lost, no confusion. You know the drill from New World. We're here to stay on top. And the bonus tip about actually questing the fastest is that you're going to get to do it on multiple characters. And on Lost Ark, the more characters you have, the easier the game gets. But you need a ton of alts, and honestly, just getting like 6 guys going is the best way to go. So while you're grinding those characters, all these videos are on playlists, so make sure you just leave them on with no ad block, and stay beautiful, blessed, and safe out there so I can see you in the next one. Peace.